I got another tool haul video for you guys today. I think you're gonna like it. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, we're making it work, and I'm Jimmy. I actually got something from Mac, although it's not a tool. I got some tool rails, socket rails. I got some Tecton, I got some Vim, and I got a Capri tool. I'll show you guys what we got. Let's do it. Alright guys, I got quite a few things in this tool haul I wanted to show you. Some of it is pretty awesome. Some of it's just things you need for your toolbox for organizing, like these ARES, I think it's pronounced Aries or Aris, socket rails. Obviously I've been buying quite a bit of sockets and selling quite a bit of sockets, and I'm not too happy with some of the socket rails I've got right now. So I saw that these were aluminum based. Plastic clips with an aluminum base, which I don't mind the plastic clips, but the plastic base, it just flexes and it's not really, it's a little bit too cheap to go with those. So I upgraded a little bit to these aluminum rails, and we'll see how these things go. I'm going to do a video where I reorganize a couple of my toolbox drawers. My socket drawer is really changing pretty rapidly, so it's gotten a little bit cluttered and unorganized, and I really need to fix that. And I'll film that for you guys and show you what I come up with on it. These are a pretty good deal. I got these on Amazon. I believe it was $23. $23 for the 3 rails. And you can interchange these too. I mostly got these because I had that Blue Point set with all the bits and sockets and things in it. Well, some of them are quarter drive, some of them are 3/8, some of them are 1/2 inch. So with these you can take these rubber caps off and slide the ends off. And you can put 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch on there, which that's probably possible on a lot of socket rails, but not on some of the big ones I have that have 4 rows, 5 rows, and it's a big metal plate. You can't really change those bits out too easily without unscrewing all kinds of things. So I got these just to see how they work. I'll show you what else I got. Obviously you guys know I broke that anvil socket. Some of you guys might not know I broke it, but here it is. For you guys who haven't seen my video on the anvil socket break-in in my week in the shop, I kind of broke it on purpose just to see if it would handle the abuse. I hoped it wouldn't break, but it was a pretty cheap set. I bought this set of 1/2 inch swivel sockets. I think it was like $65 or $70 for the whole set. And this 21 millimeter I tried using to get a caliper bracket off on a big Ford truck. And my little subcompact or mid-torque 1/2 inch they call it, which not really that powerful. It's probably a couple hundred foot-pounds. I forget what they rated at, but it's not anywhere near as powerful as they rated apparently, because it didn't break this or loosen the nut. So I got my big Milwaukee out, and it just sheared this thing off without even, it said bop bop bang and broke it. It didn't even hit like a 3rd shot on the anvil before it snapped this thing. I contacted Anvil. They said they can't replace it. They don't have any inventory now. They just refund me $10 if I thought that was fair. And I said that's fine. So for 15 bucks, I bought a replacement from Capri. I was gonna just try to buy another one of these anvil sockets and then return the broken one, which is kind of sneaky. But they said they had a warranty for a year, and it's only been like 8 or 9 months. So I figure I have to be sneaky if that's what it takes, right? But since they don't even have them, I took the $10. This one was 15. Now, some of the things you can see right away. If you look at the width in the neck of the swivel here compared to the Capri is probably a good 20% wider in the base across here compared to the anvil. It's even beefier when it comes to the end where it's driven by the impact gun. And then one of the things I've always talked to you guys about is how much of spring there is in here, how much play there is. It seems like the better the impact swivel is, the less spring effect there is in there. It seems like these cheaper ones have a ton of spring effect, so it'll absorb your impact hits and take it easier on the socket. That's the only reason I can think of for doing it. Maybe it's just sloppy clearances, but I really think it's kind of engineered in. Because even the snap-on sockets do it, just not quite as much as the cheaper sockets do. We'll see how this goes. This is a 21, it's chrome moly. It's Capri tools. It's probably made in Taiwan, but I'm not sure. See if it says on here. Capri tools, made in Taiwan. Part number is CP55321, made in Taiwan. So, should be pretty good. I mean, Taiwan's a province of China, but they seem to make stuff that's quite a bit better than a lot of the stuff out of China. So, let's go on to the next tool, show you what we got. Alright, when I was on the gear wrench truck Monday, talking to my guy Dale about some tools I might need to get, bit sets and sockets. I want to get the Torx Sockets and the Torx bits and stuff like that to replace the Blue Point ones I'm selling. I'm putting them up on eBay probably tonight, actually, so that they'll end next weekend. I can ship them out the following Monday. But he said these were a tool that's not too expensive. I think he charged me $65 for these. MTS 100. It's called a Torx Super Spiral Drive System. I remember when they first came out with Torx, everyone complained and said, "What are you guys doing? Why do you have this?" They said, "Well, we need it for the computers to be able to assemble stuff." Well, now they're on like their 5th version of the same sockets. So I guess the computers are having a hard time, or the tool manufacturers and the auto manufacturers are in cahoots so that we buy more stuff. That's what it looks like. If you haven't seen these yet, apparently the Fords and Chryslers, you're going to be coming across them. For servicing, GM and Chrysler, I apologize. For servicing fasteners found on GM and Chrysler vehicles. So these actually have a curve to them on the driven side, tightening. They're flat on the lead end, I should say, and curved on the trailing end for loosening. So it's a 4-blade Torx basically, but it's got a pretty unique profile. You guys can see how that curve works. They're not like a regular Torx at all. And obviously they're also 4-sided. So that right there is going to put a real damper in your plans. If you think that you're going to be able to do it with a regular Torx, it's just not going to happen. So if you come across vehicles that have these kind of bolts, you can't do it without this. So they found a way to sell us some more tools, I guess. So be it. It wasn't too expensive. So it's kind of one of those things, you buy it, you throw it in your toolbox, and when you need it, hopefully you remember you already bought it and you don't buy another one, right? I'm not saying I've ever done that before, but let's open up another one and show you what else we got. Alright, I got some Tecton 3/8 inch drive external star socket set. Dale had some on his truck, but honestly I've bought so many Vim and Great Pneumatic and gear wrench brand stuff from him that I wanted to try something else for you guys, just for the sake of seeing how things go and not to be locked into 1 or 2 brands, kind of like I was when I had Snap-on stuff all over the place. So we'll show you what we got here. These look like they're a pretty good deal. I bought these online. They look like a really well-made socket in the pictures, and I hope they are in person as well. Comes with its own rail, which is pretty nice too. These are Torx Sockets, which, I mean, everyone has these, and I was using Blue Point ones. So now I went over to these. Man, the plastic is tight on these things. Whew. That's an E20. Looks super pretty, almost like jewelry. It's also, I noticed that if you look underneath there, it's cut out. I'll show you guys. It's cut out in here. Can you guys see that? Let's see if I get the camera to focus on it. It's cut out underneath the drive teeth. There's notches cut in there. That's kind of strange. You would think that would weaken it, but I would assume they'd only do that if it strengthens it somehow. I don't know much about metallurgy on these things and the engineering that goes into them, but you guys tell me what you think. Why is it cut out? I want to see if this next one is too. No, it's not. None of the other sizes are cut out underneath except for the 20, the really big one. You guys, there it goes. It's, the only one cut out is the biggest size. Anyway, it starts at E4, which is really tiny for a 3/8 drive. I mean, that looks like something that should only be in a 1/4 drive. You'd think the 3/8 would start around here, which is an E6. So this is, must be 4, 5, 6 all the way up to 20. Skips a few sizes, obviously, because there's not that many of them. They'd have to be 16 for it to not skip a size, right? Okay, looks pretty good. Let me get a Blue Point one and show you what they look like. All right, I grabbed a Blue Point set. I still need to get some of these bits to replace some of these Blue Point hex bits. We'll have to see what we have here. The Blue Point one obviously is much taller than the Tecton one, but they're the same size. This is fairly new. I don't think I've ever used this. It's just been sitting in the box for a while. I don't think, oh, maybe I have. Yeah, it's got some wear in here. I must have used this on something. Maybe a Ford truck or something like that. The pickup bed bolts, sometimes this is about this size. I think they're 18s or something. You guys tell me in the comments. Maybe that's where I used it. I'm not sure. Anyway, You can see the Tecton one looks quite a bit prettier, but it's never been used, unlike this Blue Point one apparently. The depth inside is a little bit deeper on the Blue Point. I wonder if that'll be a factor when it comes to loosening some of the bigger Torx bolts. It's smaller inside, the Blue Point one being much larger from the drive side. It's drilled through way larger inside. It's also 1/2-inch drive where this is 3/8 drive. You guys have any of these? You know about that? See, now it falls off unless you turn it. Oh, you know what? That's what it is. Durr. You turn them. Oh my goodness! I figured that out a little late. I probably destroyed a few of them. It uses the index in the socket, and this is like a 6-sided, so it doesn't match. So you turn them when you install them, and it locks it on, and you turn it and lift it off. See, I learned something new today. I like to learn things. I'm never too old to learn, right? Now some of these I forced off. Let's see if they work still. Okay, yeah, they still work. Didn't really damage them. It's soft plastic. So you turn them a 1/4 of a turn to get them on and off your nice new socket rail before you destroy it. All right, guys. One of the last tools I got in this tool haul. More Tecton stuff. I had quite a few guys tell me, why don't you get some more Tecton stuff? They make really good stuff. So that's one of the things I'm running into. Everybody wants me to buy some of the stuff they've either tried already or are interested in themselves. And I don't mind spreading the love, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Just spread the love around a little bit. Try some different brands. You know, we'll compare not only the performance of these tools versus the tool truck brands and versus, you know, America, Taiwan, China, whatever other locations, countries are they're made in. But I want to compare everything. The prices versus what you get per dollar. Is it worth saving money? Is it worth spending more money? Does a tool fail too quickly? Does it meet your expectations? How's the warranty when it does fail, etc., etc. So that's my goal in all this, is to do some trial and error for myself and for you guys. Take you along for the journey so we can figure it out together, right? Now these are some Torx bits that are long. I've got the hex bits I showed you in the last tool haul where I bought the Vim long hexes. These are Tekton long Torx, and they get real big. I mean, I haven't ever needed a T60 this long, but you never know. Some head bolts are quite far down in the cylinder head. I've had some imports, maybe even a 4-cylinder GM at some point, which who knows where that engine's made. But I believe, I want to say I've seen a pretty decent sized head bolt that was quite a bit down in the cylinder head. Maybe you guys can remind me of what engine that was that I might have done that on. But in any event, I got these Tecton bits to try. They look really well made. I mean, the quality is obviously there. The chrome finish is nice. They're S2 steel. They come with a good warranty. I was just reading a comment today in one of my videos. Someone was telling me that Gear Wrench is changing their warranty on some of their Torx sockets because apparently people are breaking so many of them. They're taking away the lifetime warranty. I'm just like, well, you know, 1-year warranty. If they're, you know, this set, I want to say this set was about $80. But I will check for you, and I'll put down in the bottom of the video exactly what this set cost. And the part number was 90539. Looks like that was the part number, right? 90539. Maybe it's also on here. 3/8 drive, T10 to T60 long Torx bits. SHB 91305 is probably it. But I'll check. I'll put the part number and the price down in the video for you guys and lock that in a little bit better. So that's what we got. That's our tool haul video for the tools. I'll show you guys, put this all together here. Nice. But I got one other thing that I thought was pretty cool today. My Mac guy was in, and he's been coming in now for about a month straight, so he's been in 4 times. And he seems like a super nice guy so far. He likes to sell, obviously, like every tool guy does. But what's funny is I ordered a shirt from him because I saw this shirt that looked really cool. Katie actually bought one, and I said, man, that shirt is cool. Let me go look at your other shirts and see what kind of swag you have. So I was looking through all the shirts. I ended up buying the same exact shirt she has because it was so cool. It was the coolest shirt they sold. So she has good taste like me. Or I have good taste like her. One or the other. So I bought this shirt. I thought it was really cool. You guys tell me what you think. It's printed on both sides. It's got like a robot skull and vertebrae in the back. And in the front, this is Mac Tools. You can see the logo right there. Mac Tools. And it's got the skull with like the robot style skull. Almost like a Terminator kind of thing. He's got camshafts and he's got coil springs working his head. So spark plugs, exhaust ports, just really cool. I thought the thing was pretty cool. So I said, you know what, order me one of those shirts. So I went to get the shirt off the truck today, and he said, it's on me. Just don't worry about it. I was getting my wallet out to pay him, and he said, I'm not going to charge you for it. It's free. It's on me. I haven't even bought anything from this guy yet. I thought that was pretty amazing. I mean, that's one way to build a relationship real quick, I guess. Give people stuff. I kind of don't like that, but I mean, the fact that he did it, that says something. I can't promise I'll buy a bunch of things. I did try to buy a battery service kit from him. They didn't have it on the truck, so maybe next week. We'll see if that'll be in the next tool haul. There you go, guys. We got some ARES socket rails. We got some Vim. We got 2 sets of Tecton. We got the Capri 21mm to replace my broken anvil. I'm going to try these things out and see how they go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos for you guys and swapping out my tools and seeing how things go. So far, I've only broken the 1 anvil socket. So everything's been pretty good. My account keeps going up and up and up every week. I did sell my torque wrench, my snap-on torque wrench for $300, but he hasn't paid. It's been like 6 days, so I'm assuming he's probably going to pay on Friday, which is payday. That's one of the things that I want you guys to try to avoid, is overextending yourself where you're waiting for payday to spend all your money again, and then you're broke until the next payday. Try not to do that, guys. I mean, I did that a lot of my early years, so I reached about 40, 45 years old, and I started realizing, you know, going from week to week, wondering whether you're going to buy gas or pay your tool bill, that's no fun. You know, try to be patient with stuff. When you really want something that's kind of expensive, try to put a little bit of money away at a time and build up some kind of a savings and just pay for it without using credit cards and stuff. Really got to try to be patient. That's my dad advice. I just hate seeing people make the same mistakes I do, but I know people like to learn the hard way. I kind of learned the hard way myself. I can be told till people can tell me till they're blue in the face. I'm probably going to do what I want to do anyway. That's kind of the thing. A lot of people do it that way, regardless of what you tell them. But at least I feel like I tried, right? So, been a pleasure having you here. Torque that like button for me if you got something from this video and you want to see some more. You can subscribe. I use all these tools in the shop, and I combine my tool haul videos, my automotive repair videos, my week in the shop videos, which may soon become day in the shop videos. Lots of stuff to see. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget, you're awesome.